Well, good morning, everyone. Good morning, I guess we're depending on where you are. Welcome to our monthly fellowship assembly. Nice of all of you to take some time out of your busy summer day to join us. So I'm Tammy. I'm the secretary of the Rotary Club, for those of you who don't know me. So I'm going to start on my left with Sharon and just ask everyone to state their name and where they're from. And if you belong to a different Rotary Club, let us know. Thank you.
So Sharon Blaker, and I'm from Chilliwack, British Columbia, and I'm the current president of Rotary E-Club of Canada 1. I'm it now. Welcome.
Neil?
Okay, Ahmed, I'm Neil Rogers, and I live in a southwest Nova Scotia in Canada, on the east coast of Canada. And I'm a newly minted RECCO member. I think it'll be a year in the fall. I'm not sure. But.
David.
David Wynn. I'm in Cochrane, Alberta. I'm a member of the club.
Ellie.
I'm Ellie Contreras. I'm past president of this club, and I am in beautiful Osoyoos.
Thank you.
British Columbia, Canada.
Irene?
Irene McCarr. I'm in Edmonton, Alberta, and I'm a director for the club.
Angel?
Well, I'm Angel Blanco. I've been an associate member of RECCO for 4 years, or 2 years. And I hope to become a regular member of RECCO today.
Thank you.
I'm from Spain.
Nance?
My name is Nance. I am in Hamilton, Ontario, not too far from Toronto. And I've been with RECCO for probably just over a year, I think, just before Neil. I think Neil came a couple months afterwards. Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Brenda?
Hi, I'm Brenda Race, and I live in Nanaimo on Vancouver Island in BC, Canada. And I'm a new member as well as of this year in the spring.
Great. Kitty from Ontario.
Hi, I'm Kitty Butchko from Sarnia, Ontario, and I am in the Ahmed, listen, I am in the Passport Club of District 6330, not the global passport, but Passport Club, District 6330. I'm an associate member of the Rotary E-Club of Canada 1.
Thank you. Vicki, are you able to unmute for a minute?
Hi, I'm Vicki Horsfield. I have just celebrated 10 years of living in Guatemala, where I run a charitable organization, and I'm now a director on the board at the ROC Club.
And you are in
Guatemala.
And Kit in Alberta.
So Kit Brand, Medicine Hat, member of the Rotary Club of Medicine Hat, the old folks, and an associate member of the E-Rotary Club.
Great. Okay, Ahmed, tell us all about you.
Okay, my name is Ahmed. I am the BR, the Public Image Director of Global Passport Rotary Club, also from Canada, but physically I'm living in Rwanda. And by nationality, I'm from Sudan. So I'm Sudanese living in Rwanda, and my club is in Canada.
Okay, wow.
That's the beauty of Rotary.
How did you find out about us?
Facebook.
Okay, good.
Yeah, because I'm taking care of the social media for our club, and we are following your club.
Tanya would have had a lot to do with that too, perhaps, in your club. Tanya.
Yeah. I took over from Tanya.
Well, thank you for joining us. We love to have visitors. So we're going to get the ball rolling today, and I'd like to introduce you've met Ellie, but Ellie's going to do the honors today of inducting Angel he's been an associate member as an active member, and we're very happy that Ellie agreed to do this because she's also Angel's sponsor and introduced him to RECCO. And I think it's very fitting as a past district governor, the original president of the charter club for RECCO, that she introduced or induct Angel today. So I'm going to turn it over to Nance now for a short period of time.
You said to Nance?
Yeah, to Nance. She's going to do a short introduction for Angel. I'm not sure if she can hear me.
I thought you said Ellie was going to do it.
No, she's going to induct him, but we were going to
Oh.
introduce
Oh, okay.
Angel. So it looks like she's on a phone call. So I'll do the introduction, Angel. So he's been with our club for a couple of years as an associate member. He is the current, the most recent past president of his club in Spain. And he has also held positions as secretary and treasurer in his own club. He is been involved with Ellie as well with Project Amigo, got his club in Spain involved in a project with that organization. Looking forward to doing some projects with us. So we're pretty happy that he's chosen our club to become an active member. So Ellie, if you're ready, I'll turn it over to you for the induction.
Yes, thank you, Tammy. And you may hear some duplication because I thought as I sponsor, I'll tie that all in with my
Okay,
induction.
sorry.
But that's okay, so you won't
Okay.
remember. Well, fellow Rotarians, today it is my privilege and pleasure to welcome Uncle Blanco into the membership of our Rotary Club as an active member. In 2015, Uncle joined the Rotary Club of Majadahonda in Madrid, Spain, where he served, as Tammy said, several positions, and most recently as the club president. As a Rotarian in good standing, Uncle was accepted in RECCO as an associate member in 2019, and he has been very active on Zoom in particular, seldom missing a coffee chat or a fellowship assembly, especially at 2 o'clock in the morning his time. And Uncle has already made many friends in those clubs. In our club, Uncle will be entrusted with the classification of engineering, and I should say in brackets, retired. The principles and the practices of Rotary and the obligations of being a Rotarian are well known to Angel through his former membership of the Rotary Club of Majadahonda. Your desire to join us as an active member, Angel, is an indication that you feel at home at RECCO, and you agree to the expectations that we have set out for our members. And these include attendance and reporting of meetings at least twice a month, either via Zoom or our website meetings, participate in club projects and our fundraising activities, represent and promote Rotary in your community, even if it's your cyber community, make annual contributions to the Rotary Foundation, and voluntary contribution for our weekly web meetings. I'm sure your Rotary pin will be sent to you shortly, and we will ask you to wear it with pride. You will also be asked to join one of our committees. And with this, I'd like to ask President Sharon to be the first person to officially welcome you into the Rotary Club of Canada 1. And maybe Sharon went to get her coffee. And then I invite our fellow Rotarians to join us in welcoming Uncle. And maybe Uncle has a word that he would like to add as well. So oh yeah, Sharon, are you available to welcome Uncle in our club?
I am. Welcome. I was just going to put a chat on, but we don't need to do that. Yeah, I'm really excited to be working with you, Angel, and I know you're a great cheerleader for our club. You're already talking about our club around Europe and to your fellow Rotarians. So looking forward to you becoming a more active member of the club. Welcome to the club.
Welcome, Angel, and felicidades.
Okay, well, I'm really honored, to have been accepted in the club. I really got impressed with the medals that Ellie presented. He's got more medals than our king in the service of Rotary. And, I always felt at home, ever since I joined about 2 years ago. So it was the next logical step to become a member of this club.
Angel, welcome. And I
Welcome.
echo your comment about how you're made felt at home, and I felt that way myself right from the very beginning. So.
Nice.
Well, that's awesome. So welcome, Angel. We're really happy about that. Awesome. So think we'll turn it over to Sharon now. We're going to talk about our club goals and action plan for this current Rotary year. So I'll start sharing here.
Yeah, so Tammy's going to share some screen, and I think what we're sharing first is the RI goals that every president has to put in place for their year, and we try to make them attainable and but yet exciting. So we go into Rotary International Club Central, as does everybody else, and look and see what our club has done the year before and try and put some reasonable goals in. So we have a number of categories, I guess, for lack of a better word. So of course, the most important one for any Rotary club is our members and our engagement. And I was so glad to hear Neil and Angel say that they've been made to feel welcome in the club. So this is wonderful. So club members, we're hoping to have, and this includes our satellite club as well. And there's nobody here from the satellite club today, unfortunately, but they do have a representative that attends our board meetings. So club members, we hope to have 30. We're currently at 26. Service participation, 14. So that's any kind of service that gets reported to our club. So if you do some service, a little bit of service in your community, or you're involved in a Rotary project at all, please let us know. But we're hoping at least half of our club will be involved in some kind of service participation. And we know that's true with Guatemala, and we know that that's true with Project Amigo. And we hope that many of us can physically get there, or some of us. I know Tammy and I tried to get there last year and we weren't able to because of the pandemic, but we're hoping. So this is throughout the year, how we participate. We hope that 2 of you will sponsor 2 new members through the year. And I believe, Irene, are you involved in a Rotary Action Group?
Yes, I am.
Yes, yeah. So we've put you in for 1, but we're hoping you're our 1, Irene, but we're hoping that some other people will get involved in a Rotary Action Group. And I'm looking at one myself, so I'm hoping to be involved in that. Leadership development participation. So this is any kind of online course that you may wish to view. I know Nance, she's a new membership chair. She may be doing some development participation, or any of us that do any kind of online or in-person course to develop our leadership skills for Rotary purposes, but also very valuable out in the big wide world. So if any of you do that, please let us know. Let myself or Tammy know so that we can keep track of this. District conference attendance. I'm very excited for me because it's in my backyard and it's in David's backyard, and it's going to be in Jasper in the spring. So we're hoping that we have at least 3 people. We had double that this year in Edmonton. So we're hoping that at least 3 people can come out and be involved in that. And Rotary Fellowship participation. Well, we put 12 because we have 12 every year, 1 a month. And any other fellowship participation, like my husband and I just visited Ellie and Ramiro. So if you go and you have fellowship with anybody in our club, any kind of fellowship, please let us know and send a picture or 2. It's great to put in either a bulletin or Facebook page or weekly meetings. And district training participation, well, that's any kind of training that they put forward and offer to us. And of course, some of us need to participate in that. So we put our numbers at 3 for that. So as president-elect, you will do some training. So our annual fund contributions have been down and our Polio Plus contributions have been up. So we're hoping that working with Jim Kenyon, and I know Kitty is going to be posting foundation videos every month. I get them from RI and she asked me if I would kindly forward them to her, and I'm more than pleased to do that. And usually we have a push during foundation month, and we would like to also encourage our members to do the weekly or the monthly, just the giving, where you can have it taken out of your bank account or your credit card or something like that. I've done that ever since I've joined Rotary in 2005. I've just had it come out of my bank account every month, and then I don't have to worry about it. So we're hoping we can achieve these goals and surpass them. I think they're very doable for our club. Service projects. Well, we have Dolly Parton, we have Guatemala, we have Project Amigo in Mexico, and we have Himalayan Life in Nepal. And I know David's project committee is working on 1 or 2 other projects, and our little bit of service that we can do in our own communities is also considered a service project. So 5, we have 4 that we traditionally support, and we may have some extra funds to support another 1 or maybe 2 in a small way. We're a small but mighty club, you guys, and I think we do a great job with the personnel we have involved, and we're all busy people, and I think we do a great job. So Judy has just joined us, and I saw her come in, and my heart is with youth and literacy. And I've had a number of exchange students in my home, and I know a number of you have had exchange students, Rotary exchange students in your home as well. And so we are hoping to partner with Terra Club, as we call it, a local club, and help sponsor and support a student this coming year. And that includes many of us who live nearby, maybe taking the student for a weekend or an overnight trip or something like that. I had said that I would look after the student if they wish to come to the conference in Jasper. So we're going to try an inbound youth student in a partnership this year, which we have done once before in our almost 10 years of history. And I'm kind of excited about that. And then Judy is hoping to get, they don't have any other, they just have a designation for RILA. They don't have any other designation on Rotary Central. So we put 2 people under the RILA participation, but I know Judy is working behind the scenes, hoping to get some students involved with our club this year. Yeah. Okay, and public image. Do we have a strategic plan? Yes, we're in year 3 of it, and I'm just going to share it with you in a little bit, and we're going to have an opportunity to have input from you and chat about it and see if there's anything we want to add, or if there's anything we can do to make our strat plan more vibrant and doable this year. Do we have an online presence? Well, of course, that's what we're all about, right? We are online. So social activities, well, I put in there 12 because we have 12 fellowship assemblies, and that is our social. And also our social activity is our coffee chat. So we definitely, 12 is definitely a very doable number. And we have our coffee chat, which is just about chatting and getting to know each other. Update website and social media. Well, we do that pretty well every week. We do it with our weekly meetings. The Facebook page is usually updated every 2 to 3 days. We have a post on there. Media stories about club projects. Well, we try to do that when there's something to share, either in our bulletin or website or Facebook, as I said. So again, if you're involved in anything in a local way, please let us know. And of course, we use the official Rotary promotional materials. So that is what Rotary International expects of us this year. And that's what we said we can do. Yeah. So we're going to, any questions or comments about that? Because we're going to go and we're kind of going to try and marry that to our strat plan, which is our last year. And then we developed a 3-year one. Tammy took that on during her presidential year. And the club worked hard on that strat plan. And then we're in year 3. So we will have to do another 3. I think we thought 3 was the best to do as opposed to 5, but that'll be up to the club what they want to do. And so we will be doing another one after this year or leading to next year. So
Can I say something, please?
Yes.
Yeah, since the BR and the social media is like it's my playground, I have noticed that from your website, when you click on your Facebook link, it does not take you to the page.
Oh.
The link is wrong on your
Okay.
website, to your Facebook page, this one thing. You have to edit it manually, like there is an exclamation mark. And anyway, the link is not working. Please revise it.
That's on our Facebook page. The link doesn't work to the website.
The link on your website.
Oh, the
leading to your
website.
Facebook
Okay.
is not working.
Website to Facebook page.
Yes, and yeah, that's it, I think. And the banner is still having the last year Rotary year theme.
Oh, yeah.
Service above self.
Okay, yes, we have to change the Rotary theme. Thank you for being so observant, for letting us know that.
You're welcome. You're welcome.
When you go on it regularly, you don't see some of the things, right? So it's nice to get a new perspective on that. So we will look at after that. Okay, Ellie, are you going to have time to do that, or Tammy? Yeah, one.
Yeah, we'll be looking after that. It's just with me here in the east and Ellie traveling, time has not been in our favor. We will get to it.
Yeah, okay, but thank you very much for doing that. Okay, any questions about the RI expectations for our club this year? Should we move on to our club strat plan? Everybody okay with that? Okay, Tammy, do you want to pop up the next PowerPoint here? Okay. Okay, she did a great job. She's the best secretary in the world, you guys, the Rotary world. Okay, so this is our
Don't
action.
tell anybody.
Oh, don't tell anybody. Okay. Well, we have to give each other virtual pats on the back when we can, right? Okay, so this is our action plan, our 3rd year of it. And so the green print is our initial plans in year 1. So this is what was established by the club that we wanted to do over the next 3 years. And of course, we have an e-satellite club, and it celebrated its 1st anniversary and has done 2 major projects already. And they are a going concern, and very exciting to chat with them and be involved with them. So this year we want to work with RECCO membership growth and social media initiatives. So we have been working with the membership chair with them now, and they're actually working through the membership process with 2 members right now. So very excited about that, but we do need to get the web page and the Facebook initiatives up to date. So that's membership. Next one, Tam. Oh, any comments about this one? Anybody have any other, would like to have any input about that? Anything else that that you think might be beneficial for our work with the Satellite Club? I know Ellie spent a lot of time with them. Yes, Irene.
I have a question. My impression was that clubs developed or partnered to develop satellite clubs with the end goal of them becoming independent. I don't see that here. Is that at all ever the e-club goal?
Yes, at some point when they're comfortable with it. I think the recommendation is that the satellite clubs stay with the mother club, for lack of a better word, for at least 2 years.
Mhm.
So they're in their second year now.
Okay, and so my next question will be, is we seem to focus on developing membership using the satellite club, but perhaps we should be also focusing on developing membership in our club, like in the base club.
Yes, this is the satellite club we're talking about right now,
Yeah.
but we do have
Okay,
another slide
okay,
about
sorry.
membership.
Okay.
And we really don't get much in their prospects come directly to them often, Irene. And of course, if they come to us and they're in that age bracket or whatever, they have the option of looking at both clubs. And that has happened with one of their prospects now. We had a meeting with, or a chat about both clubs, and they decided to do this. Yeah. Okay, so yeah, but no, definitely we're working on it. There we go, number 2. So increase RECCO membership by 15% year over year. So seek new chair of membership committee. So I'd like to thank again Nance for stepping up to take over chair of the membership committee, which was my chair. I was chair of that, and we're going to be working with Nance. I told her we wouldn't leave her hanging, but we would mentor her and be there through the first prospect and make sure that she is comfortable in this position. And we would do that with any member who wishes to move forward into any kind of a committee chair, anything like that. We would work with them. So the club runner has come out with a new membership module, which we think really does a lot of the work for us. So we're going to start initiating use of that. Tammy and I've had a bit of a look at it, and Nance, I'm not sure if you've had a look at it yet.
No, I haven't.
Yeah.
But we probably need to kind of start playing with it
Yeah.
and sending it. I don't know, was it ever sent to my other email address? Did we ever try it or no? Because we're going to test it by sending it to my Yahoo.
You and Tammy are going to test it. The membership committee meets twice every second month, and over the summer it's really challenging. So
we have a meeting next month.
Yeah, so while before your meeting, I think the two of you are going to run through it, right?
Yep, we'll plan it.
Yeah, okay.
Great.
So meet with members who are not engaged. Okay. And determine the best day and time for fellowship assemblies. So this has been kind of a conversation piece for a long time. Like, when do we hold these fellowship assemblies with our members all over the world? I know the Satellite Club has really struggled with that as well when they hold their meetings, and they've changed the time. So we're trying this on, and the fellowship assemblies are also part of the membership committee. It's under the membership committee as well. So the best day and time for fellowship assemblies to increase participation, with some people working, people from all over the world. We're going to try this for 6 months and see what the participation is like. But again, any feedback, any suggestions are more than welcome. And then the membership committee will decide when they would like to do a fellowship assembly and host a fellowship assembly. And that's what we have for this year, the 3rd year of the action plan. So any comments or questions, or any additions, deletions, anything you would like to add about?
Oh, go ahead, Nance. If I just have a question.
Okay, well, I just have a thought, because, we're all over the world. And what I do with another global organization I'm with is that we meet sometimes like at this time, which is 12 noon for Eastern. So that allows people, can join that. And then sometimes we meet, like every other month, we have an evening one. So we have a morning, I guess you'd call it, and an evening one. So every other month it flips back and forth. That way everybody seems to be able to come, at least to one or two meetings.
Yeah, I think the club may have tried that in the past. Have we?
Mhm.
Have we? Does anybody know? Have we tried the switch back and forth?
Not really.
The old timers? Nobody? Oh, we haven't. Oh, we haven't, Ellie? Oh, I thought maybe we
No,
had.
but
tried
it's
them.
more consistent. I like that idea because I always forget.
But-
So
but-
used, okay,
yeah.
for your
Ye-
evening. So,
Yeah.
you know, you could put it in your calendar.
Yeah, you just put it in your calendar, the 6 in the morning and then the 6 in the evening, and it's there.
Yeah.
We ended up doing that last year, not because we planned
we
it, but
did.
because we were trying to find the best time
Mhm.
to have the most participation. So it did work out last year that we did about, I think we did 4 or 5 in the mornings and the rest were in the evenings.
Mhm.
Yeah, so we kind of tried it, but again, the membership committee, this is their bailiwick, and we're going to try it for a few months. And then if you guys decide you want to try something different, we'll try it on, see how it works. Neil, you had a question?
Actually, Nance asked the question I was going to ask.
Oh,
So
okay.
we were mind melding, I guess. So no,
Oh, you're muted again. So you're a proponent of the one evening, one morning one, Neil?
I'm sort of new at this. I found the evening just as good as the morning,
Okay.
so it's whatever's. I'm kind of in the middle as far as time zone goes, so
Yeah,
it's whatever is best for the majority of the membership.
sure. Irene?
Yeah, I just have a question. For Tammy, did the changing of or the oscillation of the times of the meetings increase attendance last year when it was tried?
Not really.
Okay.
It's about the same for either, because the people who can come in the mornings aren't always the ones who can come in the evening. So there was no substantial increase one way or the other. We had about the same number at each one.
Okay, thanks.
I think for our European members, I'm not sure what the time zone is right now in Spain, but we should, like, if there is a.
Right now, for me, it's about it's 6:30 in the evening.
Okay, so
It's plenty of flexibility on that.
Angel deserves a prize. He actually came to 2 evening events that was at 2 o'clock in the morning his time.
Yeah, but remember what Keith said, whatever the people do in order to join the club.
Okay, so as I say, this always creates lively discussion. So we'll just try and find the date, and if it means switching back and forth to get our membership about the same. Like this is a good turnout for a July fellowship assembly. What we've got here today for our club. So. And as I say, we usually have somebody from the RECCO club as well. So any other? Go ahead.
Yeah, I just have a question to Angel. Was he up from a late night dinner to be at that 2 o'clock in the morning for those? Just checking.
Forget, I might have been born in Madrid, but I'm a Canadian. I lived in there for 21 years. So I got the habit of having dinner about 7, 8 o'clock in the evening.
Okay.
All right. So anything else on that? No? All right. Tammy, you want to move forward? Okay, so then the other thing that the club put in our action plan 3 years ago, almost 3 years ago, was the Project Services Committee to manage both community services and international projects. And very, very pleased with David's committee. They're very active and very involved in the projects. So at this point, DPIL, I'm not sure if that's going ahead, David, but that was one of the things we wanted to look at. There was some conversation around Dolly Parton Imagination Library. That's what it stands for. To continue working with the Northwest Territory Literacy Council to hopefully turn our project over to them in their own territory.
Well, it depends whether they're successful getting money from the government. But the 16 communities they've taken over, that there was nothing happened. We weren't involved in the 16 that they're now doing. They're brand new, and they're just getting that underway. But that was from funding from the United Way and another organization. They never got any government money, so they're still hoping to get that. And until they get that, I can't see them taking on any more. But we don't know.
Okay. And then Project Amigo, apply for a grant to support the cyber cafe. That's another project.
Yep.
Sponsorship of one student, that's a Guatemalan program.
Yes.
And then the Himalayan Life, sponsorship of one student or donation to rebuilding fund. Again, something they're talking about. Little bit of service, that's near and dear to my heart, because that was something that I thought was important. We thought that this was important to keep Rotarians engaged in their own community. And because we're all over the world, it's challenging to do, a fundraiser that's going to engage each of our communities. So the first year we started it, it was our members were very, very responsive. Just a lot of people got involved and did one item. And Jim Ferguson drove to go to a casino. Jim Kenyon up in the Yukon did work. David and his wife, they did the Salvation Army kettles. Doug Dyer was walking dogs in some Portugal or someplace. And so there was a lot of service that was done, and it doesn't have to be connected with a Rotary Club. It's just to be connected to your own community. And of course, service above self is ingrained in us. So if we can do that, we ask the members, if they get involved in that, to let us know, whatever it is, whether it's going out and helping an elderly neighbor with some yard work or painting, or doing some shopping for them, or doing river cleanup, or a walkathon in your local community, or tutoring somebody, whatever it might be. So we'd like to see more engagement from RECCO members. That's noted here, as you can see. So any comments on any of this? And I know David's committee is also looking at one or two other ideas as well at this point. But any comments or feedback on any of?
Yeah, and a little bit of service, community service. Do you get that information from the attendance, the weekly web attendance that we do?
Do we get that information as about?
Well,
no, what we ask you to do is if you do a little bit of service, that you give us a quick email.
Oh, okay.
With a couple of pictures and just one or two sentence description of what you did. And then we like to highlight that. If you're okay with it, we'll highlight it in the bulletin. We might put it in a weekly meeting. It's important that we see this engagement and that we pat ourselves on the back as well, and take credit for what we do in our lives as Rotarians. So yeah, so a little bit of service. It's just let us know.
Okay, just a minute. May I comment on that for a moment?
Yes.
If you go to the to report your makeup, it also indicates service that you've done.
Right.
So that's where
that's what I was mentioning, Ellie, is can you get do you get information from that? Or
oh, sorry, I didn't understand.
No, it goes to a certain group of people.
And I have used information from that very source.
Yeah.
For the bulletin.
Yeah. Yeah, but
So-
it's not something that we would get regularly or that we would look at regularly, and there's no pictures attached to it.
It's
So,
automatic. And Ken, I'm sorry. You can attach pictures to it.
oh, can you?
And
Oh.
it goes in the attendance. So
Oh.
whoever receives the attendance forms, they receive that. That's how I used to report.
Okay.
my-
Okay.
Sorry, I don't mean to argue about it. But
Oh, no, well, I didn't know that. Well, that's
it's
good to
called
know.
education.
It's called education. You bet. And we're always learning. Yes,
Yeah,
Ken?
So there's for those of you who are still doing a lot of traveling, there's a wonderful program that allows us to do community service through Home Inns and Suites. And they're doing a countrywide project where you buy the cutest darn $10 stuffed beavers for Canada. And the money all goes as a corporate gift to special education projects. So what we did was buy enough for the special education program here and pass them out to the kids at the end of the school year. But it's one of those things that you don't have to seek it out. This other corporation is working. And by the way, we ought to be working with that corporation more because they're dynamite. It's Home Inns and Suites.
Oh. Well, Kit, can you put that in the chat here for us?
I will indeed.
Okay, that'd be great. So check out the chat if you haven't, folks. Yeah. Anything else on, does everybody understand a little bit of service now? Did I confuse you? Okay. Okay. Anything else? David, do you want to comment any more about projects, or everything's fine for now?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, man, but I guess we add in there about Quetzal El Tango, Kim's being in touch with the Rotary Club there, and they might be able to do a project with them.
Might do something with them. Yeah.
Well, that was probably for the money that was returned from the Lake Atlan project.
Yeah. Yeah, we had $5,000 returned from a global, an intended global project that didn't pan out. So the contribution we had made had been returned to us. So that money is now available to be utilized on another project. So that's great. So I think we're in good shape with this project committee. It's just awesome. And the two very active committees in our club are the membership and the project committee. So very, very happy about that. So, okay, next, Tam. Weekly bulletin and weekly online meeting continuously improved. And thank you so much to Kitty for that amazing weekly meeting that I enjoy immensely. And the weekly bulletin is now turned into twice a month. Just because Tammy is very busy and she's the one who does the bulk of it. So we are actually looking for editors of both the bulletin and weekly meeting to have a succession plan in place so that more than one person is aware of how to do this and where to and can jump in if somebody is unable to. And we really do need people interested. We're at the wrong page again, Tammy. I don't know why. There we go. We're going to review the bulletin this year and the subscriber list. That's on the to-do thing. And then we found that our weekly meeting donations from members and guests have declined. And those weekly donations are what we use that money for our projects. And because we don't have a great ability to do a lot of major fundraising because of the type of club we are, we would like to find a way to increase weekly meeting donations. So if you have any ideas, you can be in touch with myself or Tammy, and then we can chat about that at our board meetings as well. to see how we can do that. Yes, Kit?
So what Dieter and I tend to do, because I'm basically lazy, I don't report attendance at meetings, but I'll do a chunk of money to like quarterly or every 6 months. Is that a problem?
No, no. A
Okay.
lot of people do it. I see Nance says she puts in, what did you say, Nance, in her chat? She just sent a chat here.
250 twice a year. So
50 twice a year. Yeah, no, we don't, it doesn't have to be weekly. You can do it. I do it weekly. I do my meeting, I go in, I do an e-transfer. That's just what I do. But some people do it in lump sums, but there are some people in our club that do not make a donation at all. And if you compare that to going to a Terra Club and you have to drive there, you have to have lunch, you have to participate in whatever fundraising or raffles or sergeant at arms or whatever. I know from my club, I could walk out of there anywhere from between $30 and $100 less in my pocketbook every week. And of course, with our attendance down to twice a month, and we're only asking a minimum of $10 a meeting, it's very doable, I think, very doable for most people. Any other comments on that?
I also do that, but I think that all the members should be paying like I just like doing a lump sum. I don't want to keep doing it every week, but you know, $500 a year for meeting attendance, whether you attend or not, I think would be something that we should, you know, people should be doing as members of the club.
yeah, I agree.
Yeah, there's been some chat about adding it to our annual
furthermore,
dues, but
for the ones-
I don't want to do that. I'm personally not comfortable doing that.
That would be probably the only way you can get actually.
Yeah, yeah. So, I mean, you know, if the club thinks that that's a good idea, then we will move forward. But we did try something like that in my old club. We added so much on the bottom, and boy, we had mutiny. You know, we had 180 some members in our club, and there wasn't a lot of, there was maybe 5% of the club that said, yeah, we will do this, and the rest said no. You know, that should be our, but for our club, that was not for meeting attendance, that was for a foundation donation, and it was added to
Sharon, I wonder if you know, like how you have in Terra clubs 50-50 draws.
Yeah.
If we can reward something and do it a draw, it may be a little bit more appealing and you may get more money.
Okay, like a 50-50.
Whatever,
Yeah.
Amazon gift card or something, you know, once a month. You may get more donations that way.
Okay, as long as we're not spending more than what we're bringing in. We don't want to be in the red. No, I understand.
You should
Actually,
get more
along
than
that
a lot more.
line, I like a lot the idea of doing it in lump sum, one lump sum or twice a year. You know, it minimizes the charges that what we incur, especially the international, when we go through PayPal.
Yeah.
Exactly.
I've just discovered that PayPal not only charges me here, it also charges you there.
Exactly. Yeah. No, there's nothing saying it has to be a weekly. It can be, you know, annual, monthly. You know,
I do it quarterly. There's several of us who do.
Also, I don't know if RECCO actually considered it before. There is a program from Rotary International. Is the $100 for every Rotarian for every year. Have we considered doing something like that in our club?
When Ellie was very involved in the foundation, chaired the committee, I think we did that, didn't we, Ellie? We tried that.
Yeah, we did a lot of promoting and
every Rotarian every year.
Yeah.
Yes, it was $100 for every Rotarian for every year. I think that's the name of the program.
Yeah, that's for foundation, right?
For the foundation, exactly.
Yes.
So was that it, Tammy? That was it. Yeah. Irene.
Yeah, I have a question. I'm sorry, but I'm a real number person. Can you give us an idea of in the last 3 years how much the contribution for attending meetings has dropped? Or are you going to present that at the board meeting?
I
That would
think
be a question for Keith, Irene. I don't keep those kind of stats,
we don't
nor
keep
nor
those
with
stats.
Sharon.
Okay.
We don't, but it is something that we can ask Keith to bring to the board meeting.
Okay.
Yeah, I think
It gives us idea of the severity of the situation.
He did show, did he not
did.
present that? He presented it
He
at the
did.
last board meeting.
At the last board meeting.
Yeah, how much it had changed.
Well,
So-
one of the
I don't
things that
recall
happened,
seeing that,
Irene,
and I was there, but
when COVID came about, we started to lose guests, attendance, because so many clubs were turning to Zoom. So prior to that, that ours was the only option if they couldn't attend a meeting, their own club meeting. But then when their clubs started to go into Zoom, then we did lose some guests.
I noticed we're getting a few more guests now than we were. So I think people are starting to go back to their regular meetings. And then, of course, there's passport clubs. There's a lot more options out there than there were 10, even 7 years ago. Yes,
And many Terra clubs switched to cyber.
Yes,
Hybrid.
and some of them are doing a hybrid one as well.
Yeah.
They're still doing it, right? So.
yeah, I remember Keith presenting how much our attendance for the online has decreased. But I thought we were talking about club members and their attendance of meeting, like the fellowship meetings and those meetings. Like, do we split the difference? Like every time we meet, like if I was at a Terra club and we had this meeting, I would be buying a meal and so on. And so are we including these meetings along with expecting people to visit our webpage?
I'm not quite sure what you're asking, but we don't. There's no fee associated to our fellowship assembly or the coffee chats. We're just referring to the weekly online meetings.
Okay.
Does that answer your question?
Yes, it does. Yes, it does. Yeah, because I was thinking all meetings. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. No. We've just been asking for the weekly meetings and.
And I believe Kitty, she's left us, but she does offer a chance for people to donate on the weekly meeting if you want to request a favorite song, or that was a bit of thing we've done in the past. There are donate buttons too on our website.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. So anything else on that? Yeah, so we, Nance asked, could we ask the donate button on social media and our website? So yeah, it is on the website already, Nance.
But there is something that other clubs they use that maybe we can introduce if we consider it. Is the happy dollar. You remember? You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, Sergeant at Arms went around. Oh yeah, happy and sad bucks. I don't know why I would want sad ones, but happy ones.
I think Caledonia, which is where I got the idea, in Caledonia, Ontario, they call it the happy dollar or something like that.
Yeah, that usually is the job of the Sergeant of Arms.
Yeah.
To come up with different things for each meeting.
So I don't know, maybe I don't know how we would institute that online, but it's something to think about.
Well, it has to be on a voluntary basis, obviously.
Yeah.
But I think if you have any good news or anything like that one, you just share the news and contribute.
We did have happy bucks in the beginning, in the first few years.
Okay.
We had a sergeant at arms, but nobody really ever paid.
It's hard to do when you just have the fellowship meeting like this. It's hard to do that. We got to know, how do you pay the money if you aren't in Canada?
Well, I think one of the points that was already raised is that every time you do that, you're paying a lot of.
Oh, she's frozen.
She's frozen.
Banks charge you a fee, so, yeah.
Yeah.
They're all good ideas. I guess it just works a little differently in an e-club.
Club.
So here,
Yeah.
this is what we do at each meeting.
Yeah.
Send a chat message to everybody. They click there and there. They make the contribution for attending this meeting.
Yeah.
There it is. So don't forget to go to the link and make your contribution.
And
Ellie,
if you
Ellie
attend the
put it
weekly
in the chat
meeting,
line.
it's
She
there
put it
at
in the
the
chat
end.
line. Well, I know for myself, and I don't know, Kitty she hasn't put that at the top of the music thing, but I know for myself, just personal songs, like my anniversary song, I gave a $25 or $50 contribution for her to play that. And then my sister's favorite song is You Are My Sunshine, and she's been dead 17 years. And so on her birthday, I always remember her birthday. So I asked Kitty one year to play that song for me. And yeah, and then, you know, you make just whatever contribution you want. And again, through e-transfer, PayPal. And yeah,
Well,
so that's kind of fun. I
Yeah.
like that. And maybe we should promote the music a little bit. And
Well, I think that we've opened up a good discussion on this today, and one of the ideas from the membership committee for fellowship assemblies in future was to have an interactive think tank session just on weekly donations and that sort of thing. So everybody keep those good ideas coming, and we'll be doing one of those in the fall, and maybe by then we'll have some even better ideas come forward.
yeah. And if
So good,
anybody
good, yeah.
If anybody's interested in helping out or learning the ropes with regard to the bulletin and
Yes,
the
please.
weekly meetings and the website, and Kitty always enjoys receiving contributions from us. So if you find
Absolutely.
anything you think would be fun in our meeting or educational, or you have a TED Talks or something that just wowed you, let Kitty know. You know, and any small item for the bulletin that Tammy could use. Yeah. So the more we can help each other out, I think the more wonderful our meetings and our club will be. Yeah.
Well,
I have
Rotary
one
clubs are
question.
I'm sorry.
No, Ellie, go ahead.
Rotary clubs are kind of like a marriage. Every now and then you need to do something exciting, something
Exactly.
new to keep things alive. It's true, you know?
It's true.
Do something
Absolutely.
different.
Yeah.
Partnership.
So I
So No,
I
go
do
ahead,
agree
Ellie.
that we need to update our website a little bit and do something. But by the way, the Facebook link works perfect.
Yeah, the Facebook, there is a very old Facebook thing, and once they're there, you can't seem to get rid of the thing.
Can't get rid of it. I tried.
Yeah, so you have to make sure you're on the right one.
Put a line on there saying that it was not longer active and it directs you to the other one. So I'm not sure what Ahmed is referring to. Sorry, Neil, keep on interrupting.
No, that's fine. I just want a bit of guidance on the what I need to donate to have one of my songs put on. So the song that I just want a guidance here on the amount of money the E-Club would like to put Drop Kick Me Jesus.
It's you know what? It's your call. It can be $10, it can be whatever. And then what I did was I let Kitty know what song I wanted. And if you have any little bit of a narrative that you want to go along with it, she will put that in there as well. And then you just go to do an e-transfer and just say for music for a song, a song on the weekly meeting, and itemize it that way so that Keith knows that it's a donation. Really. Yeah.
No, I was just being bad. That's all.
Oh, well, you know what? Do you have a song? Go for it.
Well, it's an actual song, so everyone's probably going to Google it when they get off here. So anyway.
I'm going to stop the recording. We've got a couple of minutes left, and then we can just chit chat. But
thank you, everybody.
Officially end the fellowship assembly. I'll stop the recording.
Thank you very much, everybody, for participating. And this was quite a lively discussion. I appreciate it. Yes, Irene.
I'd like to, I'm reading